I'm here at Vancouver Island University in beautiful Nanaimo, British Columbia to check out the school's bakery and pastry arts program. It's early in the morning and this kitchen is a hive of activity as it is simulating real conditions that you would find in a bakery. Students start the program at 6 a.m. and they go till noon. During the 10-month program they learn a variety of different things from cake making to bread baking to how to design pastry arts. Once they're finished this program they can either go on to the 3-year apprenticeship program, or they can find work in hotels and restaurants, as well as supermarkets, catering, and big commercial operations.
Martin Barnett is the head instructor of the Bakery and Pastry Arts program at Vancouver Island University. According to Martin, bakers and pastry chefs are currently in high demand around the world because of recent advancements in industry. The demand for nutritional foods with a satisfying taste has also contributed to a renaissance in the baking and pastry arts world.
In our program, we do everything from breads to wedding cakes. So we'll attract people that are interested in making great bread. We'll attract people that want to make fancy pastries and wedding cakes and everything else in between. We get people that want to open their own bakeries. We get people that are just looking for a career with a larger company. We have people that want to work in resorts and do fancy pastry with some of the big hotels and resorts, especially around here on the coast and in the mountains.
Student Duncan Payne is one of those looking to make a difference in the food we eat. After working as a land surveyor for 20 years, the Ontario native decided he needed a career change, and at the age of 47 has returned to school to study baking and pastry arts.
I think there's always going to be a demand for a variety of levels of baking. I mean, there's the supermarket type of baking, there's the hotel kind of baking, and then there's the specialty shops, and I think people are always want to pay different prices for different things. And I think there's a market for a whole range of baking products and skill levels, and it is my intention to try to produce the best quality things I can make on a daily basis.
Baking is very much a science. Unlike culinary, where you can add a pinch of this or that at the last moment, in baking science, the measurements have to be exact because it could mean the difference between success and failure in a project, as head instructor Martin Barnett explains.
We have a lot of emphasis on science and math in our program, as opposed to cooks don't have so much emphasis. You know, it's okay for a cook to put a pinch of this in and a pinch of that in. We can't. As bakers, if it calls for 1 3/4% salt, that's what has to go in. If it has to be fermented at 76 degrees Fahrenheit, that's the temperature you ferment it at. If you vary, your product will vary too. So it's all about being consistent and understanding what happens on a submolecular level, especially with breads.
Jolene Sanan is a 21-year-old bakery and pastry arts student at VIU. Her ultimate goal is to travel the world working as a pastry chef, then return home and introduce her friends and family to everything she has learned.
All sorts of things, from just simple bread work to fancy pastries to your laminated doughs such as croissants and danishes. It's a lot of fun.
What kind of person do you think is best suited for this type of profession?
You definitely have to be a multitasker. You have to be able to do a few things at once and have a good head on your shoulders. And
creating food masterpieces is a lot of fun, but it also requires a lot of work.